So I'm investing, no time for the second guessing. Diversifying my cash can leave all my eggs in one basket, I figure. So that's it, yo. Flipping rap into crypto, income producing ads. In the income, did I mention that it's lit, yo? Spitting the truth out, struggle to pick the new route. Tired of living from paycheck to paying bills where I lose out. So I'm investing, no time for the second guessing. Diversifying my cash can leave all my eggs in one basket, I figure. So that's it, yo. Flipping rap into crypto, income producing admin. Did I mention that it's lit, yo? I'm on the come up, these brothers getting they ones up, wanna run with us because we show a secure way to level up. I'm on that double dutch. It's a quick trip, NFT flip, check the numbers, I don't need friends. My payment system is so amazing, it came encrypted. It's privacy and security, that's what you were missing. Listen, this ain't no Wi-Fi, it's DeFi. Sending currency on the reply, you wanna rewind this. To get a better understanding, know that welcome was the plan and taking steps to money management. That's how we handle it from peer to peer in the clear. So anything weird couldn't interfere here. Yeah.
Man, all right, y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know it's your boy HUTCH and D, aka HD, coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio, with my brother LJ, man, my brother Mario Paul Drew Nation in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And we got man, we got that God in the building, Dennis Sennett, independent from Texas. Man, I'm gonna throw it over to my brother LJ. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know how we coming. It's Wednesday. It's 9 p.m. and it's time for Rapping Crypto, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, y'all know I'm a special guest in HD's house this evening. So we're gonna do a double trouble feature for y'all. Y'all know how y'all used to love when we hop on the camera. So, hey man, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Mario. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to emphasize tonight is a very, very special show. So go ahead and hit that share button. Send this to your friends because this is a show that they're definitely going to want to watch. It's a lot of information being talked about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Dennis is in the building. So let me go ahead and kick it to Mario. But ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get it started soon.
All righty. Peace, evening to everybody watching tonight. We are back with a brand new show of Rapping Crypto. I'm with my brothers LJ and Hutch. We have a special guest in the building tonight, Dennis. Nice to meet you, brother. We're about to hop right on into it.
Nice. Brother Dennis, man, what's going on?
Hey, man, another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Like Mr. Rogers, baby.
Yes, sir.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to kick it off like this. So we ain't getting in a minute. So let's do a little fact of fiction, everybody.
Uh-oh.
So.
Go ahead, bro.
Last week's show, LTO. Is LTO used by the United Nations and NASA? Fact or fiction?
Big fact. Big fact. What say you, Brother Mario?
I want to say that's a huge fact right there.
Okay.
Brother Dennis.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna agree with the crew. It's a fact.
Well, you already know that is big facts. It is used by the United Nations. It is used by NASA, which is NEN. Basically, they're used by a whole lot of governments in the Netherlands as well. So LTOs definitely. Shout out to brother DJ Dreidel
Yes, sir.
for that pick last 2 weeks ago. All right, y'all. So another fact of fiction, man. Is this gonna be another Hall of Famer edition, man? We already had our big brother Christopher Boyd. We already had Walt Knows Money. Now we got our other big brother Dennis Senna in the building. So it's gonna be a Hall of Fame edition, man. Fact or fiction, bro.
And big facts.
Big facts, big facts.
Like no questions asked.
Those both my brothers. You know what I mean? You know, Chris, you know, we get down together. Walt, that's like my little protege right now. So I've been helping him out with some things. So yeah, I definitely want to add to that.
Bet. Dude. Let's get it. Let's get to this interview, man. So, man, introduce yourself to the people, man. Who's Dennis Senna?
Oh man, I'm Dennis Senna. You know, I started with crypto, like me and LJ was just talking about. I started with crypto back in about 2017. Joshua Coleman was somebody that introduced me into mining. So that was my introduction into crypto, was to mine. And after I started making these coins, I wanted to learn more so of how they work and how to use them. I wasn't into crypto for get rich quick stuff. I was into crypto because I was very curious on decentralization and how to utilize decentralized finances. You know, when I started learning that the government can hit you for your bank account, but it couldn't take away your assets, I'm like, well, why do I have fiat in a bank account? But instead, I can just hold assets that's just mine, and only I can hold it. So that was a big part of my introduction into crypto. And from there, I think that I kind of separated from some of those other people by actually utilizing the blockchain for what it was meant for. I don't just buy low and sell high. I'm not just a trader. I'm an investor and a utility investor at that. I use assets that I believe have a future and that are solving problems. So nothing that I buy, I'm not just buying because my uncle, brother, sister, cousin told me it's cheap and it's going to make me a lot of money. You know, I buy assets that I can use. And when I see the problem that these assets, it makes sense for me to add more to my portfolio. And as the rest of the world start to finally realize what miners usually understand at early stages, I benefit from that when they start investing for things I've already been a part of.
Man, so I'm gonna piggyback on this question. Since you say utility wise, what is your? I love asking this question. What is your take on ISO 200-2020?
Don't do me like that. You gonna really have people mad at me this early in the interview?
Hey,
I want to go good and in the light. You know, I know a lot of people are gonna love these ISOs, but a lot of people's thought process when it comes to ISO 22 tokens is that I'm supposed to make a lot of money off of this. Like, I'm supposed to buy this right now. I know the rest of the world supposed to invest in it, and I just want to get it before they get it, so that I can earn from them purchasing these coins and it gaining value. And let me start off by saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Do what works best for you as an investor. Me, as a miner, as a decentralized investor, I don't really love the thought process behind that. Because with a lot of these ISO 2022 tokens, we're losing our decentralization. You know, a miner 2-3 years ago had a big problem with Ripple. Why? It was pre-mined. It wasn't open source. We didn't get an opportunity to bring that into fruition, to bring that to the world. Nobody had to agree for Ripple to be of value for it to be of value. Bitcoin, miners had to sacrifice their electricity. They had to pay electricity just to create or mine a Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Ravencoin, Litecoin, XMR. These coins we had to sacrifice before anybody else told us that they was going to buy Bitcoin or buy Ripple, or buy XMR. We said to ourselves, I believe in this project. I'm going to mine this project. And without understanding what the rest of the world was going to do, A lot of people disagree with us. I don't know the people in China that's mining XMR, but we both agreed that XMR is worth mining. I don't know the people in Europe that's mining ETC, but without knowing each other, we agreed that ETC has value, so we're gonna use our electricity to bring this into fruition. But some of these ISO 2022 tokens, they're backed by the finances that people are putting into them. It wasn't backed by proof of work like I love and that I'm used to. So that kind of takes that feel and that vibe of decentralization away, because Ripple is run by a centralized organization. People can just stop your Ripple if they want to. People can stop your MetaMask from working if they want to. People can stop you, you know what I'm saying? These things aren't really what the core values of cryptocurrency are, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but it wasn't representing the core values of decentralized finances. So I'm not a big fan. But at the same token, if you ask me, Dennis, are you buying it? Yeah. Yeah, I got a bag.
That's the point. Hey man, look, he told me from the jump. He said, "You know, that's all what you know. XRP is like far away from decentralization." I was like, "I see it, but that's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket." But I'm still heavy, and I love XRP.
Yeah, I used to get on his case the whole time. Like, man, bro, that ain't decentralized, bro. We ain't trying to fool. We trying to get away from the banks. He's like, nah, man.
You are, but at the same time, you're investing where the banks are going anyway.
Right. So, man.
But yeah, man, go ahead, man, because you already know how this interview finna go, man.
Like, this
finna get crazy.
If I already kicked off with that question,
you're right. So look, let me jump in.
Go ahead.
I want to add something, and it's really basic level, but I want you to be able to break this down for people who may not know what's going on. So a lot of times when we talk about cryptocurrency and decentralized finance and things of those natures, people don't understand what decentralization really truly is. Most people are just like, oh, well, that's just you trying to duck the government. But from your perspective, how would you break down what exactly is decentralization?
Man, first word I want to use is solution. You know what I mean? Right now we're dealing with inflation because it's ran by a centralized party. Right now, we've been dealing with the fact that your money can be taken directly out of your bank account with nothing you'll say so about it, because your money is not an asset. The money that we're using today, what we call money, fiat, is actually Federal Reserve debt notes. We're spending debt. We're just sending debt around back and forth to each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's not an asset. So I'm not a big fan of my community holding debt and believing that debt will gain value, because what was we taught as kids? Save a dollar, save a penny. What did they used to say? Save a dollar. Why are you saving something that's losing value? And a lot of people just don't see the value that is lost until they go to the grocery store, until they go to the car lot, until they go to buy a gold chain, and you realize that gold chain costs more this week than it cost last week. You know what I mean? Because the value of gold is still the same as been since the beginning of time. What gold could buy in the 1900s, in the 1700s, gold can buy now. The same amount of gold it would have took to purchase a car in 1814 is the same amount of gold to purchase a car today. But fiat amount changed. What used to only cost $5,000 to purchase a brand new truck, now it's $50,000 to buy a brand new truck. And that's because our central organization, I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. Our central organizations now are just printing money and printing more money because these things aren't assets, right? They won't gain value. So when people think to remain centralized, I think that that's crazy to me, because why would I give somebody else the authority or the permission to slow down my progress? When we talk about decentralization, I'm thinking of generational wealth. When we come to decentralization, I'm thinking of an asset that no one can take from me. You know, when we seen the war in Ukraine go down, they stopped Ethereum transactions. People in Ukraine could not receive any assets into a MetaMask account. They led us to believe that Ethereum is centralized, right? Because now somebody controls it. You want to know what they start sending almost immediately after? Bitcoin and XMR. Two decentralized assets that they couldn't stop. Even if they say, hey, y'all shouldn't send them no money. So I'm going to send them $10,000 in Bitcoin and couldn't nobody stop me. Nobody could silence my voice in decentralization. If I wanted to support a nonprofit organization using centralized currency, that can be stopped. That can be garnished. That can be halted because it's not an asset that I own. I don't own my dollars. I don't own Fed. So I can't control what happens with it. But when we talk about decentralized assets, like Bitcoin, like Ripple, like Litecoin, the coins in my wallet I own, and I'm the sole custodian of those assets. And that's why I love decentralization, because nobody can tell me what I can and can't do with my decentralized assets. Nobody could take money from me because I got child support pending against me. You know what I'm saying? They can't take my assets from me. They can take all the fee they want. They can stop my taxes that I earn. They can just say, no, you don't get that. We think that you owe money to somebody and we're going to just garnish your wages. They can do that because it's their money. They control it. But when we talk about decentralization, I'm the sole custodian of what's inside of my wallet. And if I don't give you permission, if I don't send you a Satoshi, you're not getting my money. Did that answer the question, my brother?
Oh no, you answered perfectly, bro. You answered perfectly. So I guess kind of piggyback real quick. Oh, no worries, no worries.
All right, cool. I'm back.
All right, but so look, what I do want to ask is this: piggybacking off that last question, you talked a little bit about being a private custodian. What would you say is being a private custodian? One. Number two, what would you say the best method of being a private custodian is?
Oh man, there's so many. It's hard to ever answer the best way. You know what I mean? But to answer the first question first, you know, as far as being a private custodian, it's like I was saying, I'm the only owner of my assets. And if I don't give permission for those assets to leave my wallet, they won't be taken. Nobody can just take it from me. Nobody can garnish it. They can't say, hey, Dennis, we see you got $1 million in Bitcoin. We're going to start paying your ex-wife 10% of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many of these corporate guys is losing half of their fortune because the government said so? They said, no, we think that your wife deserves half. Why? She wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I get it. She need a little money to survive off of. So here you go. Here you go, 10, 20%. But you didn't build Amazon with me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't create this portfolio that I created. So no, you don't get half. There's some survival money though. I got you. I love you. I used to love you. So you know what I mean? But I get to decide how I get to decide out of my assets what I feel is deserved. You know what I mean? So I'm not that kind of guy just be like, no, we divorced, you don't get nothing. I wouldn't do that to my wife. I'm married right now with 5 kids. I wouldn't do that to my wife knowing she's taking care of my kids, but I get to choose how much I feel like is needed. She's not going to just take half because she want to put the kids in programs I don't even believe in. We see what happened with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You don't just get $500 million just because you knew me before I came up. No. Here go 10 million. Y'all should be comfortable. Y'all should be Gucci. And I should still do what I need to do with my assets because it's mine. It's my assets that I grew and I accumulated. It's not ours. We got ours and we had an account together. You got some assets too, but these are mine. So that's what I love about decentralization. Now, when you say what is the best approach to decentralization? Again, I don't like to use the word best, but Bitcoin is completely decentralized. Like I teach decentralized finances. I teach people how to create a MetaMask wallet and use InstaDApp or Algo Finances and all these other decentralized wallets. But when we talk about the best, it's like comparing silver to gold. Bitcoin is gold. It's digital gold. Ethereum is silver. You know what I mean? So yes, I can do a lot with my Ethereum and those assets under Ethereum, AVAX, Optimum, Polygon, all these other assets created on the smart chain network. I can utilize them, but the best one is gold. So I would say Bitcoin.
My bad, we was mute. So what I do want to go ahead and ask is this. So in terms of like private wallets and things of those natures, a lot of people have discussions about not using phones. You're better off using your actual computer systems, the specific wallets you should be using. So in terms of other people's approach to using MetaMask versus ledgers and things of those nature, what would you say people should do?
That's actually a hard question to answer right now because I'm even looking for the answer myself. With Ledger just saying that, hey, don't worry, you lose your privacy keys, we'll let you know what they are. Wait, what? Well, how do you know what my privacy keys are? Nobody else should know but me. You should be able to give me that back. So Ledger, you suspect. Like, I don't believe in you no more. Then when you say, well, what MetaMask is the other way to go, MetaMask just shows us what happened in Ukraine. If they ever just decide, Dennis, nah, son, no access to you, they can stop that. And I understand that's what I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with Ethereum or MetaMask wallets. So, and then when we go to, okay, well, let's use a hot wallet, right? What about Atom, Dennis? That's a wallet you control the privacy keys. Nobody else have them but you. Atom just got hit. They got hacked. And they lost access to a lot of people's assets. So that ain't the one. Then when we say, well, what about Trust Wallet? Trust Wallet is doing good. Trust Wallet just got a report yesterday that they allowed for what they call dusting. Somebody opened the wrong coin. They seen this magical $1 million in some X coin that we never heard of. They tried to withdraw it, and then boom, they gave access to their wallet, and they got hacked. You know what I mean? Then you have your phone. Why do we say that you shouldn't use your phone for a bank account? Because they have SIM card swapping. Even if you got the best wallet on your phone, which is right now, I'm saying Exodus because I haven't heard any bad news about it just at this moment. Exodus is a pretty strong wallet, but if you got Exodus on your phone, they can go to your phone provider. They can pay them a little money. Say, let me get access to this Dennis account. Let me get a SIM card that matches Dennis's account perfectly. I'll pay you $20,000 because they think Dennis is a millionaire. So they don't mind paying the money. And that Xfinity worker is the person that actually has my protection at heart. They don't care about me versus $20,000. So yeah, give me that $20K. Here's the SIM card. They take this SIM card. They can match my fingerprint. They can use their fingerprint instead of mine. They can use their own new password instead of mine. They can open up my wallet because they have a SIM card that looks just like mine with their passcode. And they still get access to my wallet. So when we talk about being protected at this moment, the best way that I'm suggesting on this phone call today of this date, what is it, July 5th, 2023? Yeah. Exodus wallet on your PC. I haven't heard anything bad about it yet versus all the other wallets. It is a hot wallet, so I won't store it on my phone, but we have yet to hear about a blockchain wallet being hacked. We don't that's not typical. So there's others besides Exodus, but that's just the first that come to mind while I'm asked that question right now.
Fair enough.
All right, so I'm gonna hop back in this guy.
Go ahead,
man. So I understand it's summer and a lot of kids went to camp. I understand that your son hosted a camp. Break that down for us.
I love how you segue right in my mind, brother.
Man, so one thing that I felt was necessary was to teach my kids about blockchain. When we talk about generational wealth, what does it mean to earn all this money and your kids don't know how to use it? So, we don't know when we're going to go. I got to start teaching my kids right now how they can access my assets. And by doing that, I want to do it in a fun way. You don't want to sit down and learn how to read a chart with me. You're not going to sit down through these hour-long classes that I host or that I go to to learn how to trade and maneuver in the decentralized world. So I broke it down in the gaming world because now they have blockchain games, and because these blockchain games allow you to trade currencies, to stake currencies, to even use them as collateral, what is called or known as GameFi, I started teaching my son using that because what he thinks right now in his mind, he's playing a video game. He's earning what he possibly believes to be VC, virtual coin, what we all got on NBA 2K, what we got when we play Grand Theft Auto, just fake money, right? He don't even know he's earning real money. You know what I'm saying? He's just earning virtual coins. And when he earned these these digital or these cryptocurrencies, I'm showing him, did you know that you can swap it into this one? Did you know that you can stake it? Did you know that after you stake enough of it, you can borrow against it so that you never have to sell your currency? You can keep it and you can just trade against it. I teach him how to read charts because now it's fun to him. Now he see, I ask him, son, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? When I pull up a chart, he knows how to spot that now because he's been doing this for over 2 years. You know what I mean? So that's a downtrend. What do we do when we're in a downtrend, son? We sell at the top. We buy more when it reaches the bottom. All right, cool. Now that you bought all this currency, when you going to sell it? I'm going to wait for it to go back up. So we're going to wait for an uptrend? Yeah. I'm even teaching them seasonality. As a gamer, we understand that the summertime isn't the best time for games. People on vacation, people are busy. They're doing other things besides playing video games right now. So one thing he's learning when it even comes to seasonality, something that a lot of professional traders barely even understand to this day. He's learning with seasonality that if I earn the coins in the summertime, by the time the fall comes, when the game goes live, when more people will want to be involved in the game, when your FIFA, when your NBA 2K comes out in November, when your Grand Theft Auto comes out at the end of November, when the new game consoles are sold in December, he understands that during that time when everybody wants to buy these games, they're going to probably want to buy these tokens or these NFTs so they can play these games. I'm going to start playing some all summer long so I can sell to them in the fall and in the winter. When they stuck at home playing, I'm making money. I'm going to sell them these assets. So he learned one of his first games was Alien Worlds. It was the first to it, buying NFTs just so we can mine. And that was even allowing me to teach him how to mine. He actually has his own PC. He mined too. He even bought a new PC from his mining rewards, but that's a whole other conversation. I taught him how to still play games. I taught him how to still play games and earn from those tokens that you get. And then I told him that, hey, in the fall and in the winter, people are going to want those NFTs that you've been mining with. So you spending $5 and $10 just so that you can receive rewards. And then in January, he sold some assets that he bought for less than $20 that he earned just by clicking the button every day. He sold this stuff for $50 to $500. My son is 10 years of age right now. When he was 9, he had a 5-figure wax account simply for being involved in the games. He had a 5-figure portfolio. That's dope. You know what I mean? So now I taught him that, hey, we don't just like to receive, being my son, you got to be willing to give. The God has blessed you to receive this information early on. How about you gift it to people and give it away? So we created a summer program that was free for all kids from the age of 4 to 17. And he's been teaching them his knowledge. I come on Mondays and Fridays. I share things that, he don't fully understand. I talk to the parents so they understand how to hold the wallets for their kids. But overall, when it comes to playing the games, when it comes to strategy, when it comes to buying and selling NFTs, he's able to teach that himself.
Man, that's what's up right there. That's changing generation and affect not only your generation, but he's already affecting other people's generation already. That, man, I just gotta give your son a hand clap, man. That's dope, man. My next question lead into is, what is TCC, man?
Oh man.
Oh, thank you. So TCC was created. When I was coming into the game, like I said, I came in as a miner. All I knew about was first I started off with those cloud mining. I know y'all heard of those. Y'all give them some money, they're supposed to give you money back. Then they packed up, and took my money with them. And after that, I decided, I need to start mining for myself. And I started buying the equipment. I started making my own coins. And then after I started receiving all these coins, like, what I'm going to do with them? How can I use these assets to make more assets? And I started to want to learn how to trade. When I tried to get into the trading world, it seemed like everybody was out for self. If you didn't join an MLM, you didn't even know how trading worked. You know what I mean? The only reason they even told you how to trade Forex or trade crypto is because they get money back just for teaching. So I went through that whole fiasco where the training wasn't even good, but I was paying just to learn how to do it. I even went to individuals. One of my worst experiences, I'm not going to give a name out, but he told me that, yeah, man, I can help you make $10,000 from a $300 or $500 account. I'm like, bet. And I remember asking him, bro, if you just showed me how to do this, I'm a lifetime member. I'm going to pay you every month. Like, you ain't got to worry about it. He like, no. One-time payment, $500. Just, get it. Let me know when you get it. I went back to work. I'm working overtime. I'm working a second job. I'm a father at the time, a father of 4 kids. And it wasn't easy to come about the money that I came about, but I pushed through because I knew I really wanted to learn this. And after he charged me that $500, he told me M's and W's. If you see an M, it's going down. If you see a W, it's going up. That was it. That was the program. That's what I paid $500 for. So after going through that, I realized that there was a need for this information. I wanted to be the change. I didn't want to charge people $500 to teach them M's and W's. So I really dig deep to get my education. I went and I did join DCG, which charged like $500 a month, but they very well worth it. I've been a part of DCG going on 4 years now, and I'm never leaving. Like, I'll pay that every year because, like I said with him, you show me how to make $10,000, bro, I pay you every month. What you mean? So DCG showed me how to make my first 6 figures. Like, I pay you annually. Like, I'm never gonna stop because y'all giving me back this game. But because DCG charged, the price that they charged, which is $500 a month, I felt like there was a gap. I felt like there was people that was like me that had a hard time coming up with $500 that still needed access to the information. So I started off free, but we all know what happens when you give away free. You know what I'm saying? People don't respect that. They like, yeah, I want to learn. Yeah, man, it's gonna be life changing. Heck yeah, I'm coming to class every day, and then they don't show up, and then they don't do nothing. You know what I mean? So I started charging, and I started with like $50. I went to $100. I got to $200, and I realized that was a good medium because the $50 people treated me like a gym membership. They paid that every month, but still didn't come to class. By the time I got to $200, it hurt them just enough to say, I need to come to class and I'm paying $200 a month. Like, I'm not going to just keep losing $200 every month and not show up to class. So that started to help me out, and people showed up and that did things. And then I still got to the point, but like, again, I don't train for money. I told you that, brother LJ. Like, it ain't about the money to me. I only charge the money because sometimes it's going to take you to show up. But it's not about the money. So I just recently opened up my group for absolutely free all over again. People told me they had a passion that I really need to know this. And with the way that things is going in the world, people need this now more than ever. Especially in the summertime, gas prices go up, food is going up. Like, it's hard out there. I don't want to charge you to learn how to earn money. Like, I just want you to earn money. So TCC right now is just open and giving back. That's why my son, he's a part of TCC. His classes are free. My classes are free. We're not worried about making money off of people. My biggest concern with TCC, by the way, is the crypto conglomerate, right? I want to make money with you as a conglomerate. I want to bring the right people together that know how to add value to one another. Not just come and take, because I haven't had those, and I don't even care. They didn't came, they learned, they think that they can sell the same way that I can sell, so they got there selling my information. That was a big reason why I came up for free. Y'all can go out there and sell all you want to. Guess what? It's free. Y'all come to me. I'm the guy that talk to them. Come holler at me. I ain't even gonna charge you. You know what I'm saying? Just to shut down anybody that thought come and steal that information from Dennis. And one of my members even said, bro, I'm using this information to feed my family. Bro, how about you utilize what I taught you to feed your family? If you do what was suggested to do, you don't need to make money from selling what's suggested to do. And that's why I'm able to do it for free. I make money by doing what I teach. I make money by practicing what I preach. So I don't have to charge to pay my bills this month or next month or the following month. I need to do what I tell everybody else and suggest, if y'all do this, you're going to make money. If that's true, then I should make money, right? So that's how I'm living right now. I'm living off of my actual guidance. What I teach people is how I'm paying bills. So I'm not charging people to learn how to do it. I just hope and pray that the people that do come to me with free information don't treat me like a $10 gym membership and say, well, I know that's always there when I need it. I'm not gonna go to the gym right now because I don't really need to lose weight. It's already summertime. I don't need to get fine. It's too late. You know what I mean? But next year, I'm gonna be back in the gym next year when I make my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna get back. If that's how you're gonna do me, don't join me. Because I ain't here for that. But if you're saying right now, no, I need to get in this gym, I need to lose this weight, I need right now today to find results, TCC is free and open.
Hey man, so look, check this out. I am gonna go ahead and just jump straight into the segue, man, because you probably already know what I'm about to talk about. So if you would expand a little bit, although TCC is free, some people are probably like, man, listen, if you was paying, then that means you probably not giving all the sauce with the free. You probably got something going on where you're gonna have to get exclusive access. So of course, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about what else you got going on, brother. I know you mentioned about being a part of DCG.
Absolutely. My whole goal was when I got into DCG, like I started becoming a profitable trader before DCG. I was able to get to making enough money as a Forex trader that I was already thinking about quitting my job. My only problem at the time was, as a new trader, I treated trading like drug dealing. Fast in, fast out. If I can make $500 a day, I can spend $500 every day, right? All the way until you blow that account. And now you need to go back to work to make money to load up your account so you can trade again. What DCG did for me was show me the professionalism that comes with actually being a trader. They showed me how not only to trade as an individual, but to trade under a corporation. They showed me how to use this corporation to be able to get loans. They showed me how to use those loans to purchase NFTs. One of my greatest investments, I believe I told you this in one of our talks, it was just some sandbox land. Sandbox land came out worth $40 a plot. I bought one for each one of my kids. At the time, I only had 4. I'm about to have 5 in September. But each one of my kids, I bought a plot of land. I spent $160. I wound up selling that sandbox land for $25,000 by the time I sold it all. I got the advice from getting that land from DCG. So you didn't tell me how to manage money better. And you teaching me how to make more money from my money. After I experienced and I made my first 6 figures, my idea was more of us need to see this. And not even trying to go racial for all of the people that's viewing. I just love the fact that DCG is full of people that look like me. You know what I mean? And that just encouraged me more so to understand that I deserve more. One of my first retreats with DCG, I flew out to San Diego. Mind you, before crypto, I ain't never took a trip. I never knew what a plane felt like. I ain't do none of that. And then come DCG, I flew my whole family, including my mother, out to San Diego just so they can experience the vibes. I get out there and I started to see what, I'm just in my first 6. I ain't rich yet. I just made money. I thought I made it until I see what made it look like. You know what I mean? When I started talking to people that was already millionaires and 6-figure earners, it even expanded my mind that much more because I was just happy to get into 6-figure territory. Like I thought that was it. But with DCG, it showed me a new lifestyle. It showed me that these people don't even have a job. You know what I mean? All they do is have assets. And they reuse these assets to accumulate more assets. So while I was in those classes, it was like a whole mastermind event where we all shared our top secrets. I was teaching DeFi at the time. And one of the brothers there was teaching life insurance, whole life insurance. And he was teaching me how that he invests into it every year, but he's able to take out every year just to pay for his lifestyle. And I was big on that, like especially having 4 kids, like, oh man, I gotta get this. And when I talked to him, he's like, yeah, bro, if you want to, we can go to the room right now and I'll show you. All it takes is, $100,000 to get started. that right there opened my eyes because I realized the way that they talked about money was way different than I understood. Like $100,000, that easy for you? You think I got it like that? Like that's how I come off to you? I just got 6 figures right now, dude. I just made it. I just got it. $100,000 to just go back to the room and throw at you, but it still showed me that people like me lived in that realm, and it showed me that I shouldn't have this ceiling that I allowed myself to have. That what I mean, you make $200,000-$300,000 and you good, you made it. Buy cars, buy houses. What we see on TV. We all want to be the rappers that we love and see, the entertainers that we see. But being introduced to DCG showed me a lifestyle, and they showed me that you can want more, and that it's cool leaving your kids $100,000 life insurance policy, but don't you want your kids to have a lifestyle of a millionaire, to be able to just say, you know what, I don't feel like going to that company that I own right now. I trust the people that I hired. I delegate that, and I'm just go and take my family and have a good time. That's what we're living for, right? To enjoy ourselves, to enjoy our family, to expand their horizons. So instead of what DCG did to me or done for me, was it expanded my horizon. I realized joining DCG, there was more to being a profitable trader. I realized that there was a lifestyle to attain when you hit a certain figure. And that's why I love it. And I try to get more people involved in it, even if I got to give you free information to get you there. Even if it takes me teaching you for free so you can finally afford $500 a month, because I think that once you tip your toe into that pool of wealth, you're going to dive in.
For sure. So, Brother Mario, look, we just been throwing the questions out there. Brother Mario, man, I know you got a couple of questions for Brother Dennis, man. Go ahead and hop in here, man.
You know me, I'm always kicking back, observing, listening in.
For sure.
Brother Dennis, I want to ask you, how long have you been mining?
Oh, great question. Since 2018.
Oh, pretty dope.
See, I forgot.
What currency have you been mining? Or what currency? Like, I'll say, well, if you got more than one, like probably one or two.
Yeah, I was just saying, because in case you didn't know, mining is private. The reason why we don't always share our currencies that we mine, because the more people that mine it, the less money for me. If I can mine something that y'all don't even know about, I get all these coins, and by the time you know about it, you really spend money on it, you buying them for me. So we don't always talk about our currencies. So I'm not gonna give y'all like what our updated currencies, but I will say I like projects like XMR, like ETC. Of course, Bitcoin is one of the best. One that just did great recently. I remember we started talking about it last November. I told DCG last November that Josh Coleman put me on. There was Casper, KAS is the ticker. We started mining that, and at the time that we was mining it, we was losing money. I paid more electricity than I was receiving in coins. So I didn't even want to keep mining it. I was like, bro, it's not worth it. I might as well just buy it. Josh was like, dog, just keep going, just keep going. Then we fast forward to February, cash was up 6,000%. It got me back all that electricity money and some. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a good one. RXD did great. I'm still a big believer in Raven because, again, as a miner, we researched the technology behind the coin. If you look at Raven as an investor right now, when you see it's just 1 cent, you probably think to yourself, I'm not invested to buy. This thing has been going down for 2-3 years. I'm not invested to invest in this. But when you look at the utility of Raven, when you realize that you can put your entire house on the Raven blockchain and sell it as real estate, you know what I'm saying? Now, you can do the same thing with Ethereum, but Ethereum gas fees is like paying gas for a BMW. You know what I'm saying? You're paying that 93 gas, right? When you go to Raven, we pay 1 Raven coin, which is 1 cent right now per transaction. I can buy a whole house for whatever the price they have, plus 1 cent in transaction fees. So with that understanding of utility, I could back assets like even my guns. You know what I mean? I own a lot of guns. Y'all, I'm from Texas. I own a lot of guns, right? I can tokenize my guns on the Raven blockchain, meaning now we got back history. Now, when I sell it to somebody, they know the original owner. They know the owner prior to me. They know when they sell it. And so they sell this gun 10 generations from now, they can research since the very beginning of it being bought from the gun store. What it's been through, if it ever had any violations on it, if anybody ever shot somebody with this gun, was it verified it was an okay shooting on the gun? All that can be verified on the blockchain. So I've been selling guns. I like to buy guns. I was buying it since the event, the pandemic. I was buying guns because the value went up. Since the dollar value went down, the value of guns went up. So I've been able to sell my guns for a higher price than I purchased them from. For example, my Draco. I spent $550 on my Draco. I sold it for $1,100 because dude really wanted a Draco. And it's now on the blockchain value at $1,100. So he don't have to take any less than that amount of Raven that he spent to get that gun. So even if the value of Raven go up, his gun value goes up because nothing changes the amount of money he spent on the gun. So, I went overboard with that explanation, but my bad. I just, I feel
no. That was perfect. That was on point, brother. We appreciate it.
Sleeping on that.
They sleep. They sleep, brother. They sleep. Hey, man. I'm about to start practicing what I preach on this, but those of y'all who like shoes and y'all watching this, man, I'm telling you, you better go ahead and tokenize your bad boy sneakers, man, because I'm telling y'all, it's about to, y'all. He already know what time it is. He know what I just did, and I did it for a reason, man, because I'm about to literally start from scratch and go ham. But y'all, like, man, the interview has been amazing so far, y'all. And
I got
go
two.
ahead. Go ahead.
The two best last questions.
Of course.
I want to drop a gem on it real quick, just because
Go ahead.
I just want to drop a quick gem since you said you're gonna do the shoes. 4K protocol. Y'all heard it right here. 4K protocol. Go and look it up. So I'm hard on shoes. I ain't never gonna resell my shoes because that's just gonna look a bad look if I sell you my J's with the hole at the bottom, right? So I ain't gonna do it. But for those of y'all that's way better on your shoes than me,
You know what I think about shoes, but I get rid of them real quick and then go get another.
Go get another pair to wear. Yeah.
Man, listen,
4K protocol allows you to tokenize your shoe, right? And after you tokenize your shoe, you'll be mailing your shoes into this place, into the 4K protocol. They're gonna put it in they in the backlogs, and then they give you an NFT for the shoe. So let's say you got some J's worth $500, right? You send them those J's, they're gonna value it. They're gonna say, no, it's only worth $450, $400, whatever. We're gonna send you this NFT that's worth $400. Now this NFT you can borrow against. How many of y'all lost some shoes at the pawn shop because you went and took your shoes, you got your little loan, you ain't paid it back, and now those shoes only got sold for a higher price. You ain't even get them back, right? But you got that little $50, $70 that you kept. Well, with 4K protocol, you get the NFT that represents your shoe, just like your receipt. But guess what? You don't got to pay it back in 30 days. You can use it for a loan. You can hold this as long as you want to. As long as your shoes are in that vault, it's still worth $400. Yep. And you at any point in time, you can return that NFT to get your shoe back. Or if you sold the NFT to somebody else, they can redeem that NFT to get your shoes. So it's a great way. Let's cut out the pawn shop, y'all. Tokenization is the way. It's the future. It's the solution.
For sure.
Big gem drop.
Hey, man, look, he just put me on game because somebody already beat me to what I was thinking about. He already had a whole conversation. So go ahead, brother.
They have a Rolex watch that was worth $10,000, and dude tokenized his Rolex watch. They borrowed against it. Still owns the watch. You know what I'm saying? He can at any time send that NFT back in, and the watch come back. But here's the better part about it: because it's $10,000, he can give fractional ownership. I can break this down into tenths and give everybody $1,000 worth of this NFT. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, tokenization is the way, man. I ain't gonna do too much on the car right now. Just 4K protocol, y'all. Do your own research.
I appreciate that.
Like LJ always say, man, y'all miss it. Make sure y'all round that back, man. Make sure y'all round that back. 10,000 bring down to 10 ways. Bro, that's $1,000 a piece.
And now all of us own a piece of a Rolex. None of us can redeem it though, right? Because I need all pieces to redeem the Rolex. But if the value of the Rolex, let's say it's a timeless piece, let's say it's Jay-Z's Rolex, and the value goes up, then my share goes up. When the value this watch go from 10,000 to 15,000, then my $1,000 share is now 1,500.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're basically you're in essence almost creating stocks, if that makes it more basic for you. But yeah, man, y'all. Like we said, Hall of Fame, man. Hall of Fame, man. So
Always.
Look.
We're coming up to the top.
I was about to say we are coming close to the top of the hour. I know Brother HD got to get this question in, so I'm gonna ask, and you might not be able to pick, but I'm gonna ask, man. What is your favorite blockchain? And with that, also, what is your favorite cryptocurrency?
Yeah, man, that's like asking me who's my favorite artist, bro. I got name you like 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? Can't say which is my favorite blockchain. So I at least put it out there, you know. When it comes to some of these blockchains, I actually changed. Well, I didn't legally change my name, but I told everybody my middle name is Keith. I told y'all, don't call me Dennis Keith no more. From now on, I'm Dennis ETH. Just so y'all know, because ETH made me a lot of money. Being able to borrow against it and still keep the ETH that I had, mind you, I was buying ETH at $80. So to be able to just borrow against it and still hold it, imagine how much ETH that I have now or possibly have at this moment, and I don't even have to sell it. So I love ETH. I love the fact that it was an introduction to everything for me. Now that's a mainnet, by the way. It's not a blockchain anymore. But to go into some of these mainnets that I like AVAX. You know, when I compare them all, I say that ETH is now like the Maybach, right? Because ETH got those high expensive gas fees. Avalanche is a Lexus. You still gonna pay some good, decent fees, but you can put in the cheap gas if you need to, and your Lexus will look nice. Polygon is Toyota. You know, it's a cheaper version of Lexus. It's the same car. It's just Toyota and Lexus. So Polygon will still get the job done, and it's for a lot cheaper than Ethereum. But it's about that feel, that vibe, that look. You still rather a Maybach than a Toyota. Let's just be real. Yeah, it's the same car, but you gonna rock that Maybach if you can afford to. So of course I like Ethereum because it's just way more secure. We don't have to worry about rug pulls as often on the exchange. Is so expensive to operate already. While when you're talking about Smart Chain or Polygon, these cheaper exchanges, that's what people continuously get their rug pulls. Tron and those cheaper blockchains, that's where they invest in something and the money come up missing. And while I just mentioned Tron, and I think we got us a nice sized audience here, I just got to bring it up. Tron didn't do Tron case. Don't blame Tron for what happened with Tron case.
I'm glad you resaid that, man.
So many people are like, I ain't messing with an exchange because I heard such and such and such. Tron was just the blockchain that allowed cheap transactions. And then these people came and innovated on top of Tron and created something that took a lot of people money away, and it left a bad taste in Tron. So that's why we see the values continuously going down, because so many of us like, I ain't using that. But what did Tron do to you? Man. Tron is still a strong blockchain with cheap transactions. And while I'm bringing that up, one more with though, because I was even asked when I was telling people about the tokens that I stake. They're like, man, you still gonna stake Luna? Bro, I ain't messing with Luna. I lost so much money with Luna. Luna had nothing to do with what happened with UST. UST, the supposed stable currency on the Luna exchange, lost its value when they sold their Bitcoin holdings. That's UST. UST sucks. Luna is a fast transacting blockchain that is still in existence today, and we can still build on it. For a lot of you guys that have a lot of great ideas and solutions to give to the earth, to the world, you can create those solutions with a decentralized application, aka dApp. Luna allows for cheap creations of dApps. So many other exchanges and blockchains do as well, but I just want y'all to not have a bad taste because of one astrological event going down. Like, man, nah, UST went down. I heard a lot of people lost money with Luna Classic. I'll never invest in that. That had nothing to do with Luna. And Luna will build back up. As long as we find the utility valuable, Luna will be recreated. And for somebody that looks to learn to create more dApps to help create solutions, Luna is one of the easier protocols to create them on. They give you like a user-friendly understanding how to get started. So it's not something you should frown upon, and it just may have a future. That's again, with Tron, all these are cheap blockchains or mainnets where we can create decentralized applications ourselves, right? And the reason why that's important, the reason why creating smart contracts came about, the reason why I love it, it actually was my favorite Ethereum. Ethereum was the first one that gave us the opportunity to create a smart contract versus having to learn how to create a blockchain. Prior to Ethereum and everything it brought to this space, if you didn't know how to program, you wasn't creating a blockchain. But Ethereum allowed us to create a smart contract. So basically, Bitcoin gave us MySpace. Y'all remember we had to use the HTML codes and everything just to get your MySpace going? Y'all remember? Y'all know what I'm saying? In MySpace, you had to know some coding and you had to apply site, right? But Ethereum is Facebook. We're able to just copy and paste. We're able to just drag and put that right in our background. It's the easier way to create your social media versus the way that you had to do it all from scratch. So yeah, I love the blockchain because it's the original. I love Bitcoin because of what it's been brought to us. But Ethereum gave us user-friendly access. And that's why I say gold versus silver. Gold is a store of value. Silver is utility. We build computers, we build robots, we build an AI machine, we build phones, all with silver. You ain't got no gold phone. Show me a gold phone. I ain't buying it, but just show it to me. Show me your gold laptop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see it.
I got one last question. I know we at the top, about 5 minutes left. But Dennis, do you have a question for us? That's the last question.
Oh man. Shoot, like you said, we only got 5 minutes left. I guess my question would be more so of how do we get more people involved in this channel? How can I help? Because I got a pretty big influence, and I can definitely bring more people here because I love what you guys are doing. You had Brother Bankroll on here. You didn't have my little brother on here. You got me. I think y'all might want to holler at Amir, the blockchain, crypto block bully next because he's.
I'm trying to. We're trying to. Hey, I've been in this outside crazy.
I'll try to tap his shoulder for y'all because Amir is. If there was no Amir, there wouldn't be a Bankroll. There wouldn't be a GC conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? We're followers of Amir. He's introduced us to more so the utility of cryptocurrency versus us thinking that I'm just gonna buy this asset and sell it. I started learning how to use it. Oh, I'm gonna buy it regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold this asset regardless of the current value of it. So yeah, how can we get Amir on here? I'll try to help with that. And two, how can we bring more people to witness the vibe of rapping crypto?
Share, man. That's all we ask. We ask people just to share. Right now, we're creating an ecosystem where on the Bitcoin Lightning node, where if you listen to us on Fountain, you get paid in Satoshis, man. So we want you guys to share. Great. That's all. Share, man. So share the wealth.
And I mean, so just to make sure. Oh, I was gonna say just to make sure we touch on it, man. We got YouTube. People can access us on Facebook. They can watch us live on Twitch as well. You got Fountain. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Yes, we got Amazon as well. We got to do some updates on a lot of the different shows, but the main place that you know for a fact you can catch us, man. Listen, I'm gonna make this really simple for y'all, man. Go to p2gnetworks.com. Once you go to p2gnetworks.com, not only will you be able to find out how to watch Rapping Crypto every week, exactly where we're showing live every week, but you will also be able to access all the other different things that are going on at P2G as well. So just to make it simple, man, p2gnetworks.com, ladies and gentlemen, y'all go make sure y'all tap in. And man, I'm telling y'all, we right on the front page, man. It's not hard to miss. It's not hard to miss us at all. But I mean, listen, Brother Dennis, what I'll do is I'll actually start sharing a link with you so that you kind of know, what's going on and who the different guests are. Because another thing we like to do is, of course, it's rap and crypto. So we bring music artists on, we bring entrepreneurs on, we bring different individuals,
content creators.
Content creators, man. We bring so many different people on here. We really don't discriminate. And even if people don't know anything at all about cryptocurrency, man, I'm gonna leave that coin phrase that Miss Ruby gave me earlier to myself for right now till I make some shirts with it on it. But it's just one of those situations where there's a lot of education here that people can get access to and people can get a hold of, so that they're basically able to arm themselves and inform themselves with what's going on, what different things that they can actually look up and research. Because of course we're not financial advisors here, but the biggest thing that we have to do is arm people with education. We also arm them with the resources to be able to not only look at what we're doing here, look at some of the things we're doing with P2G, but also expand. Of course, we've done shout outs for TCC as well as DCG here on the show. Of course, folks know about what's going on with Walt Knows Money. Folks know what's going on with Brother Bankroll. Folks know about what's going on with Sister JoJo when she's talking about CO2 offsetting. There's so many different things that are going on in this space. And honestly, we're just acting as a resource to not only to be able to bring people to get information from us, but to be able to give them the resources to branch out to other people as well.
Absolutely.
That's
I think everybody asking y'all for links. I see that in the chat right now.
All right.
Oh yeah. Bet. We're gonna drop it. Okay, I think was it on YouTube? Okay, cool. What we'll do is we'll actually go ahead and make sure we get on there and drop all the links on the YouTube link for sure.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to P2G's Network's Money Talks. And today, I'm your hostess, Elruby Thomas, Elruby T, also known as the Crypto Queen of Harlem. You know about me, right? Well, if you know about me, you're going to get to know about my buddies, because today I got some help bringing back your favorite program for families. Today, with the help of Delta Crypto, Dennis Sennett, and his amazing prodigy and son, D3, we're bringing back Crypto Kids. And I can't wait, because you're not going to see my mug. We got a new host. Let the kids run the kids program. That's how I look at it. Welcome, D. How you doing? How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, we good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, D3, what's up?